Two. And welcome to Mission Control Houston, friends. Today, the Try and Prove It show will be conducting an integrated field test of the Charlie Kirk squib hypotheses. You may have been here a few times before, but today we promise to make it bigger and better than ever. Shortly, I'll be joined by Jordan Henshaw, who is in a remote field in Delaware. Once you are able to see our setup, there'll be a couple of different cameras. Camera B will focus on the device that we believe was used to activate the rifle. And in today's test, there will be no rifle. But the purpose of camera B is to show you that the rifle would fire at the proper time if it was indeed present. And camera B represents the loci center roof. Now, camera A, 100 yards away, will represent the TPUSA tent. And there we will watch Jordan as he conducts the squib test. He has just arrived to the park where we've been doing this testing from, and will be joining us in just a moment for a little bit of the behind the scenes setup. I can see him start to come through, and I have him on the phone as well. Jordan, did I see camera B pop on?
I hope not yet.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw it flash.
Walking to that location now.
Okay. Jordan is still on his walk there. So I'll continue telling you a little more about how this process will go down. So at T minus 2 minutes, we will begin by conducting a clicker test, and this will verify that Jordan will be able to use the active squib and that it is ready to work. This happens when the system is disarmed for safety purposes. At T minus 1 minute and 30 seconds, I'll confirm with Jordan that his manual kill switch is set to off. Then I'll conduct a communications test with the electronics that he's wearing. This tells us whether the laptop that I will actually be controlling remotely here in Houston, states away, is able to speak to the squibs. If this test happens to fail, then we'll reset the clock to 5 minutes and attempt to recycle or retry the test. Then at T minus 1 minute, I will give permission to Jordan to set his kill switch to on. After that, I will set the computer's state to armed. At T minus 10 seconds, I'll begin to count down, and at T minus 2 seconds, I will instruct Jordan to activate the squib. He'll do so by pressing the clicker button, and first the transmitter will turn on and talk to the rifle actuator at camera B's position. Then the squib and the rifle actuator will activate. The squib and the rifle actuator will then deactivate, and finally the transmitter will turn off at T+2 seconds. When the squib activates, we expect to see the cross pendant shoot up into Jordan's neck while the necklace flies out of his shirt and behind his back. Today, we might see a little extra too. This will then conclude the integrated field test, and Jordan will then drive home and rejoin me from his studio to debrief. You'll be able to ask questions and engage with Jordan in real time at that point. This is a prototype. I must stress to you all that it is a prototype, it is a testing campaign, and success is not guaranteed, and failure is always an option. That's the reality that we work with. Jordan and I are many states away. We've never had the opportunity to even meet in person, but we have been able to work on this experiment over the last couple of months together. And if we do experience an anomaly today, it will be a learning experience that will only make us more equipped for next time. Did you say something, Jordan?
I did. Am I coming through okay?
Yes.
I just wanted to add something there about failure being an option. On the real day, when we do the test for real at the very end, failure will not be an option. We're still in the prototyping stage right now, but once it's complete, failure will not be an option, okay?
Understood. I think everybody in the chat understood that too. Failure is only an option in these preliminary testing days. Am I able, Jordan, to add would you like for me to add your camera to the stage yet, or wait until you are at the next location? Uh-oh.
Where did it go? Yes, please, so I can frame it.
Okay, great.
You know what? No, you're good. I can frame it without.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah, I think I can see it.
Okay. Sounds good. So today's test is funded in large part by you. Special thanks goes out to those who have donated to Jordan's GoFundMe, and I'm going to put that on the screen for us, so that way we can take another look at it. So the funds raised by this GoFundMe go directly towards purchasing many of the electronics that are hidden within the backpacks that you'll see today, even electronics that Jordan is wearing on his body that you we've either told you about or we haven't told you about. It's a complicated setup that Jordan has created, but if you have joined our channel before and seen any of our previous streams, you've been able to witness how amazing it is that Jordan is just being self-taught over the last couple of months, has really come this far to recreating the scene that we saw on September 10th. If you would like to donate today, a link for that is in the description. And we also have the page pulled up for you full screen right now, so you can take a look at that. Funding has a direct relationship to the forward progress of this campaign. And I know that Jordan is constantly dealing with, the desire to try to advance, the work that he's doing, but he is doing this on his own time. So anything that you can do will be helpful. That's right. Brandy Graham says, who doesn't love a challenge? We love a challenge. Jordan just hung up, so I think hopefully that's a good sign. Isaac Gold, this is what they would have practiced for and probably how, like a military test. So cool. Well, thank you for being here. And this is something that Jordan and I work together on once a week. We have now, I think this may be our 6th or 7th iteration of it. We'd previously done a little bit before. Okay, I think I just saw Jordan enter the stream. So let me go ahead and pull all of that up. There we go. Okay, Jordan.
My tripod. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
My tripod just broke.
Uh-oh.
It just fell off. It's just cheap plastic. That sucks. Yeah, so this is the behind the scenes that we always do every test, or at least the past few tests, but we haven't live streamed it until today. So this is what always happens. We just haven't showed you guys yet.
So we're really pulling back the curtain today, and instead of having you wait, we thought, why not let you just see kind of a little bit of the behind the scenes, the authenticity that happens as Jordan and I are setting up and prepping for the stream. As you just saw, and Jordan mentioned, like, his tripod broke. So the one thing I know about Jordan, though, is he's fantastic at improvising and making do with what's available. So I'm sure we'll be able to work through something. Thank you. Sorry if I'm not saying it right, but lemony time lapse. I sure hope things work out for you the way you're anticipating. You put so much thought and work into this.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
How's my wind today?
It's far less. I don't even hear any wind. You sound a little bit muffled, but I mean, I can hear you at least.
Okay.
We have someone from Delaware in the chat.
Hopefully it's not that weird car.
No, no. It's Buffy, and she's been in many of my streams. She's awesome.
Perfect. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting the clicker out, if I can find it. Here it is. Just a clicker. Here's my gas. Here's Mikey McCoy's laptop that we'll set up here in a bit. Here are my remote battery banks here for the phones. That's just for the stream. That doesn't really have anything to do with the actual Charlie Kirk stuff. That's just for power redundancy, because the first test at this specific location we had to expedite due to low battery, and we don't really want to have to do that again. I'm now going to plug in the, we have a storm cloud maybe coming, but I'm now plugging in, powering on Mikey McCoy's backpack. There we go. That is now on. And I'm going to get the battery banks hooked up now.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do next.
And while Jordan is working on that, the idea of Mikey McCoy's backpack, it's something that can be seen in right next to the tent. As Mikey is standing there, he's wearing this this backpack. You would think that if you were planning on staying and standing for 2 hours, and you're with the core staff, that you would put down your backpack. It would be uncomfortable and heavy to wear for 2 hours. But he's standing right there wearing his backpack. And as we know, as soon as the incident happened, it was phone to the ear and he was gone, as far as he could be away from the scene. So I think that was kind of the origin story for where the backpack arrived from. And so it's become kind of a central brains, would you say, Jordan?
It's the sequencer. It's the part that allows the tiny electronics that you put on Charlie Kirk's body to talk to the rifle. So it's the sequencer that sequences the squib and the rifle. And the reason I suspect that's what that was is because, will this work? Is because the way Mikey McCoy leaves so fast.
We are upside down for now.
What is?
We're up. The phone is upside down for the moment.
Can you rotate it?
Let's see. I don't know that there's a way for me to do that.
I'm improvising due to the fact that my tripod broke and I do not have tape with me here. And when I try to plug it in, it you know what I can do, I can just leave it right here until we need it, because if I tried to charge it at the same time that
I see, it would be too heavy. Yeah.
No, it's the cord gets in the way. I need the clamping force in order for it to. What? Maybe I can do it this way. Maybe this will work. The actual metal part didn't break. It was just the plastic part. So the additions here today for the I almost did it. I didn't cuss though. I almost cussed. But Keli has a sound effect for me today if I do cuss.
That's right.
Because what had happened was when we were rehearsing today, her kid was in the room. I didn't realize it, and I was cussing left and right with the worst cuss words. And then I realized the kid was in the room, and I'm like, I'm not going to cuss, but oh crap! I had to shut that down quick.
It's okay. He's heard far worse at the other household far more often.
I am attempting to fix my tripod here. So far, not even sure how it was supposed to work because it. Yeah, I think the tripod
Spanky the
isn't made
Spider
right.
Monkey says Mikey didn't even see Charlie hit the ground. And when he got to the hospital, he didn't even go in. He was seen picking someone up and leaving. That's not what a best friend does. That's a tough one. I mean, if my best friend slash boss slash, I mean, anyone that I've remotely cared about, probably someone that I didn't even care about, I would really have a hard time fleeing the scene. But I'm one who kind of finds themselves running toward danger than running away from it. And then when it comes to the hospital, you know, the only indication that we have, I think, of him, I've heard the story of him supposedly picking someone up and leaving, but I've never seen the actual video of that. The person who had alleged that they witnessed that, as far as I know, never released the footage. So I'm not sure if that exists or not. Like with many things at this point, if you have some footage, what are you waiting around for? Just put it out there. But we did know that, or I mean, we assume, because I think there's a lot of lies that have been told, but according to what Brian Harpole had said, you know, that Mikey was on the phone with JD Vance, and Vice President Vance said, "What do you need? What can I do?" And that's when Harpole said, "You can get us an autopsy.
We need an autopsy.
We need an autopsy." Like, who's thinking of that right then?
Your buddy just died. You're getting fired. It's the worst day of your life.
Yeah, let the medical professionals tell you what you need on that front.
How is
But
my
no, I mean,
resolution? Sorry
oh, it
to
was great.
change the subject.
Yeah, no worries.
The resolution is good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, it
like
looks
the
great.
bit rate is good. Okay.
Yeah, it's. I would say it's very clear, much more clear than last time.
Perfect.
On
All right,
both. On both.
I fixed my tripod issue. I have improvised. Thank you for inspiring me to improvise.
Hey, I mean, you did it. It looks great.
All right, so that's not charging yet. It will be now, though. Now it's charging. All right, I'm going to go out to the other one and set up that battery bank for the other camera.
Okay.
But what I'll tell the audience, though, is okay, so we're doing a blood test today. I'm sure, I think Braden will be very pleased to hear that we are doing a blood test today with red blood. So that's the big one for today. And you know what? I forgot to add the rifle sound, so we don't have a rifle sound today.
Okay.
I didn't forget to add it, but I didn't. Like I keep saying, I have time to add it, but I just don't manage my time correctly. So I didn't add it.
I mean, that's okay. I think we can forgive you. You've got a lot going on. And let's
So we don't have
remember,
rifle sound.
guys, this is not his full-time job. This has become, it probably feels like a full-time job, but
Whoever, oh, sorry, that was a butt. Let me Go ahead.
No, it was just a hanging butt, you know. But you are doing a phenomenal job, even though it's not your full-time job.
So, can you pull up the image of the bump on his belly, Kelly?
Sorry, could you say that again? I think we were losing you for a minute.
No, I didn't. Do you remember the image, or like there's like basically every image of his belly shows the bump? But do you remember like the main one? Would you pull that up?
Oh, sure. Yep. If you guys give me just a
go
moment,
into
locate that.
do this screen share using the one we use on Thursday nights. The layout on Thursday nights should work.
Wait, say that again. You want me to use? Oh, but I need to find the image first. I think I lost him. But in the meantime, oh, there he is. Hold on. I'm going to unmute. Oh, they muted them. Okay. He's got that camera muted. In case you can hear me, Jordan, you have camera B muted, so I can't unmute you from the from this side of things, but I will get to looking for that image real quick. You sound really far away. Oh, you guys can probably actually see him. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up full screen real quick. Can you see Jordan actually in the middle of the screen past these blades of grass? He's walking and walking and walking. So he's walking back to his other position. Just for reference, which I think is kind of cool to be able to see that versus this position. Flip back over to this. So now you can barely see him, but yeah. So for our folks who are watching, if you look just to the left of the backpack, Jordan is like a small black dot off in the distance.
Maybe if
now you can see with the white. Yeah, I just saw the white shirt.
I'm doing smoke signals.
It's smoke signals. It's pretty neat. Okay. So just for kicks, we're trying to make it as realistic as possible within means.
I just did an SOS with it. Because it has a pretty nice aperture on it, so it's not in focus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
All right, I'm not sure when I cut off, but I cut off at some point because of the Bluetooth range.
Yes, probably about halfway walking there. Go ahead.
Yeah. What we need to do now is I'm going to set up the laptop. That's what I'm going to do now. We need to do the retract and detract test on the actuator. Or not the test, but it is a test, but we also need to retract it.
The connection as well.
For the actuator, for the rifle?
Just to connect my laptop to your laptop remotely.
Yes, that is what we're doing right now.
Yep.
I'm thinking about what we need to do after. So I'm going to set up my hotspot now for Mikey McCoy's laptop, Mikey McCoy's backpack. That's just on my phone. That's just a normal hotspot, just on my phone with my cell data service, nothing fancy. Okay, that should be on now. Now I just go on to this laptop and connect to the hotspot if it pops up. Which it should.
Oh.
There it is. All right, now you should be able to attempt connection, Kelly.
Okay, one moment.
So the cool thing today is we have a blood test scheduled. Won't necessarily work, but it'll probably work. I just did a test in the shower. I should probably post the clip to X. I shared it with Keli.
Oh, definitely you should. It's very good.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to ask you to do.
What?
I might have asked you to do. I did ask you to do. I don't know if you heard me though, because the connection cut out. Can you share the picture of Charlie with the bump on his belly?
Mm. Yes, one
I
moment.
think I asked you to do that, and then I think I got distracted or something happened. I keep asking you to do contradictory things. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
All right, you should have connection now.
Yep.
And now I'm going to
I'm trying to
activate.
think. Is the best place for me to pull that without searching through all my files his website, probably? McClintock Wilson's?
It's not on there. I don't think it's on there. I think it was like a screen grab from a video. I know it's on my X several times, like over on media. That's where I normally
Okay.
pull it up from.
Okay, I'll do that.
Not to like shamelessly plug or anything.
Well, yeah, why not? I mean, it's your stream, plug away.
It's the try and prove it stream. Okay, I'm going to find amphetamine. What I'm doing on the laptop right now, I believe you should be able to see what I'm doing. But I have amphetamine pulled up. That allows
Yes.
me to close the lid of the laptop without it turning off the laptop. So that's what I'm activating now. And now, I think you can see what I'm doing. Ooh, I'm going to close the lid, and you should still have the screen. And now I will connect the USB to the laptop so that now we should have DMX once I turn on. No, I already did turn it on. So we should now have DMX. Now that just slides in the back there, and I have a Risk board, the board game Risk, in the back of the laptop, or behind it, to give it structure so that the dongle doesn't get bent, because that's happened a couple times. To give it that pressure on the rear. All right. And I guess we don't need the Bluetooth speaker for today because I forgot the sound effect. It does have sound.
Oh, that's all right.
Just it's like the alarm sound. That's not very good. But they can see the timer.
Yes. Okay, so would you like for me to go ahead, Jordan, and pull up now the belly or one of the belly photos?
Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, let me see. Let me remove.
I think you can go to. Yeah.
How about I do?
We have the one from Try and Prove It, right? From Thursday night.
Let's see. I'm trying to. One moment, you guys. Bear with me. Let's see.
There you go.
Okay. There.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay.
And now, since I'm still there, check this out, guys. Can you see my belly?
Yeah, it looks pretty darn close. Oh my gosh, Jordan. Wow.
And that is not.
You go, please.
And that is not belly fat. Because like, how would that be belly fat? Look at Charlie. How is that belly fat? That's not belly fat. That's not what belly fat looks like. Check it out.
Wow.
That's my blood bladder.
Okay, let me
Isn't
see.
that
Let me
wild?
see if I can pull you up side by side if I can remove myself. But I'd love to see the photo side by side with you. I want to see if I can by chance.
Don't break anything though.
Okay, fine. I won't. We'll do that after the fact. How about that?
Yeah, we can
I
do
won't.
that later. We can do that when I get back.
Jordan's like, don't break anything, please. Yeah, you're right. With me, no telling.
Is that with are you on the
Hold on.
I think you might
I'm
be on
on
the wrong layout. There you
wait,
go.
Yep.
There you go.
And there we go. I'm back.
Perfect.
No sudden movements. No sudden movements by me.
No sudden movement. All right, I'm gonna walk out to camera B. I'm at camera A right now. I'm gonna walk to camera B, and we'll do the retract detract test. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to leave my earpiece here, so I'm gonna be going dark.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, bulge sounds like somebody has some bullet casings to inscribe. And sorry, that was me. Right now, when I'm posting in the chat, I'm posting to Jordan, to my account, and to the Try and Prove It account. Sometimes I forget to do -KR. But yes, I got to tell you, every time I hear bulge, it makes me think about what they claim is on the bullet casings. In the meantime, I am going to pull up this super chat. Thank you
Can you
so
hear me?
much. Yes, I can hear you really well. Can you hear me? Or
Hello?
us? Yes. Can you hear me?
Is she talking right now?
Yes, I am. I'm talking. I can hear you. There you go. Hopefully you should be able to rejoin right quick. Oftentimes with StreamYard, there we go. Hopefully, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you for doing that. I know it's an annoying StreamYard thing, but
Okay.
sometimes that's the way it goes.
Do you know
But
how
thank
to
you.
get to QLab, Kelly?
Yes.
Go into QLab, please. I know I told you that you won't be touching QLab anymore, but we need to do it for this test because I forgot.
Okay, no worries. Okay. I'm in QLab.
Okay. Why is it white? Oh, because it's the left half. Okay. Do you remember how to go to the light dashboard? Click a light cue, and then go find the light dashboard button to pull up the pop-up where you can control things manually.
Can I move this over? Well, yeah, it should be okay, I think. Because right now I don't think I can see the light part. It's on timeline. Do I have to click into it?
You have to click one of the cues with the light bulb.
Okay.
Thank you both. You probably already read this, but it says there absolutely was a video at the hospital that showed someone getting into a vehicle. I will try to track it down. If you can, that would be absolutely terrific.
Yeah, I would love to see it. Okay, I clicked on the clicker test cue, and that's one with a light bulb.
Okay, and then in the bottom right, you should see light dashboard, and if you don't, just keep clicking tabs.
Okay. Light dashboard under levels.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So turn on the transmitter, please, the TX.
All the way?
Yes.
Okay, it's turned on all the way.
Okay. That allows for the audience, that allows the Mikey McCoy's backpack to talk to the rifle backpack. We don't want to keep it on all the time because it disrupts the bandwidth at the location and because it deprives us of battery power. So there's a cue that turns it on and then we go and then it turns it off so that we're conserving battery life. Can you please activate the rifle for 1 second and then bring it back off?
Okay, here we go.
Hold up. I forgot to turn on this backpack.
Oh,
My bad.
okay.
All right, I've now turned on this backpack. Please proceed.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Stop.
Yep, I
Stop,
heard
stop,
it.
stop, 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 stop,
It's off.
stop,
It's off.
stop.
It's off. I did.
It's range, I guess. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
I went like back pretty quickly. So
that's not your fault. It has bad signal because it's so low. Remember how we need the Lozy Center roof for this to work?
yes, the
So they need,
elevation
like,
of it.
Yeah, it doesn't have very good line of sight. All right, let's get this thing framed. Is that framed okay?
Yes, the frame's good.
Okay.
Now it's kind of leaning. Now it's hard to see it,
So
especially
it's
since
perfect, and then I messed it up.
it's
How
okay.
about now?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that good?
good. That's great.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, I am moving to the other location now. I'm muting this mic so that we don't have wind, because that was like very annoying last time.
I can mute it. I can self mute. Okay, you got it. And so for everyone who's just joining and trickling in, so Mark David, I know you could not see Jordan in that case. He was just standing off to the side of this device that is serving as the actuator. It's our stand-in for the rifle. But now you can see Jordan here. I'm going to pull that comment off and you can see Jordan walking off into the distance, and he will be walking toward where the backpack is and the chair. And so currently where you see this silver device, that's representing the Locy Center roof. Okay. And we'll say the rifle and the backpack that the alleged suspect was wearing. And then Jordan is walking toward, here we go. He's just arrived now at this shot, which is, or this camera angle rather, which is representing the TPUSA tent where Charlie was sitting. And that backpack that he just picked up is representing the backpack that Mikey McCoy would have been wearing that day.
Hello.
Hey there.
All right. Can you do that test one more time with the actuator?
Sure. Yes.
Just very quickly.
Okay. Ready? Rifle.
Yep.
Here we go.
Stop. Perfect. All right. I'll consider that a success. And now please turn off the transmitter.
Transmitter is off.
Perfect. So now we're conserving battery life. Now we can exit out of that window and go back to our happy place in Blender,
Okay.
where everything is so much simpler.
Yes. Thanks to you, Jordan.
And Blender will never crash. It is fantastic software. It will always work, right?
Right. We're manifesting.
What else do I need to set up?
Yourself.
I don't think I have. I don't think, let's do my framing here. I feel raindrops,
Okay, well
but I have blue
then
skies overhead.
let's get it popping.
I have blue sky. It might have just been this little leak I have in my bladder, my blood bladder. That might be what it was. It's a very small itty bitty leak, nothing serious. How am I framed?
Perfect. Looks fantastic.
Do I need to be bigger?
I think we can see you quite well. Chat, if you'd like to weigh in.
Where do my knees cut off?
Your knees are at about the bottom quarter of the screen or bottom third of the screen.
Where do they cut off?
I can see them completely. I can, in fact, see down to your ankles.
Perfect. And how much headroom do I have? Do I have good headroom?
Yes, like as though you planned this out down to the inch.
Perfect. All right. I need to do prop load here, and I need to do, yeah, once we get into the count, then then I do the hat throwing, and that's, okay. Remember before we go into the count, that's when we kick my Jordan Henshaw YouTube and Keli Rabon's personal YouTube. And everybody has to go to the Try and Prove It YouTube on YouTube, but none of the X streams will be kicked because it's going to be red blood this time, and I do not want to jeopardize Keli's YouTube or mine, I guess. I'm not really that worried about it, but we do not want to jeopardize her YouTube with showing what looks to maybe be like real blood. So we're going to kick those YouTubes right before we go into the count. But I need to do prop load, what I'm calling prop load. I need to load in my gas cartridges. But I'm going to do that now, and then I'll come back and we'll kick the streams.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, it looks great. And I did want to mention, and Jordan can weigh in on this in a moment as well, but we had discussed right before the stream that he does, and you may not even notice it if I wouldn't be calling attention to it, but if you do notice it, it's for good reason. He had to kind of rig up things a little bit more around his neck today with some flesh toned tape. But, again, Jordan is on a very limited budget here. And we believe that, if Charlie was wearing a prosthetic neck, of course, or some type of prosthetic, something would have been far smoother, okay, than what you're seeing right now.
Yeah.
But this is a prototype. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, with the prosthetic, you won't see anything, but I don't have the resources to do the prosthetic. And I'm just one person working alone in person physically. I have Keli, but she can't put the tape on me. So that's an issue. So that's why it looks so bad. But this is a prototype. This is not the final product. So just because it's like, oh, obviously we can see this huge giant bandage on your neck means, oh, you can't do it. I'm sure the one dude will have a heyday with that. But this is a prototype. As you can see, I have all this tape on my neck. It's a prototype. It's going to get better.
I'm going to be putting right now in the chat so that way folks can make the switch. Jordan, you think it's a good time for them to go ahead and start transitioning over to the Try and Prove It channel? Yeah.
Yes. I should have put it in the description, but I forgot. It's like one of the many things I knew I needed to do, but I didn't manage my time, so I didn't.
And if we could, in the meantime, address this. So Tracy Scott said, Keli, this is why it's best to use a green colored fluid so that way it won't upset YouTube. May be wrong, but definitely seems like a good way around it. I'd like to hear what Jordan's thoughts were on that, but we did discuss this, him maybe using a green or a blue fluid in lieu of or in an attempt to avoid the potential sensors. However, we're also trying to make this as realistic as possible.
This is a calculated risk.
And so, yeah, we had to weigh the options here and think about, all right, if you're going to go for it, go big,
We're
go
going max.
realistic as possible, go max. And that way, again, we hope that everyone will go to the Try and Prove It YouTube.
Solenoid 1 is pressed.
That's good, right?
Yes.
Okay. Isaac Gold said, if the elites can do it, we can too. Oh, goodness. And yes, Mark David, that's a great point. Green will camouflage. Yeah, you may not, with a field of green all around, you may not be able to see the green as much. So that's good. Good to know. And thank you so much, Stop in Traffic. As long as it's stated that it's clearly a scientific reenactment and there is no, hopefully that's real blood involved, there is no issue. We do try to make it clear that this is scientific reenactment, research, and investigation. So
why
we'll
is this
continue.
investigation? Why is this not me just playing around, having fun, just on my own little pet theory? Why is this investigation? Because if I find that there is a problem with this that prevents me from doing it, then it falsifies my theory. That's why it's investigation. And as I do more tests, I maybe find more out about certain anomalies. Like today with the blood bladder placement. Why is the blood bladder placed where we think it is? We have the bump on Charlie's belly right there, and I've always speculated that it would be the blood bladder, but why would you put the blood bladder on the belly and not on the legs? I think I told Keli about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you actually do this in real life, when you actually do the work and pick it up with your own bare hands and figure out how it works, you realize that if you use a pump, which I'm using today, someone had emailed us with an aircraft mechanic guy had emailed us some parts for a pneumatic system, but I chose not to do that because it's too complicated. But lost my train of thought. Why? Okay, what did we learn by using the pump today that we would not have learned had we just speculated and made assertions? Well, I learned that in order to prime these pumps, your reservoir has to be above the pump. That is by far the easiest way to prime the pump. I had quite a time trying to get it to prime without putting the reservoir above. It would not prime to save my life. So I have to put the blood bladder on my belly or it doesn't work. So this is just more validation. Not necessarily validation, but it's like, okay, well, maybe that's why he has this bulge on his stomach where you could probably put it really anywhere under the pants. But why would it be on the stomach? Well, probably because of gravity. Am I still going through?
Yep, we can hear you. I was just responding to some of the folks in the chat and putting all of our information on there. Okay, Josh Fox, don't you worry. He is getting to it already. We went live early and ahead of time versus pushing back the stream. So that way you guys could actually see kind of what goes into the setup as we are prepping.
Patience. For a second there, I thought my connection was lost and I was just talking to myself.
Nope, we hear you. And
All right.
for some of you,
Solenoid 2 is pressed.
Yep. Perfect. Great.
And that concludes prop load, as people in the rocket industry would say. All right.
Looks good.
Oh dear. You know what I forgot to do?
What's that?
Oh boy. I have to take the laptop out again. I did not program the computer to extend the duration. If I were to trigger it right now, we would only get a couple of drops of blood. So I'm gonna have to get the laptop. Sorry, it's gonna be like 5 minutes. Here, I'll be right back.
That's okay. Oh, Josh. Okay, Josh Fox. More delays. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was the potential Charlie Kirk blood squib apparatus. Okay.
Hold on. Maybe we can do this, Kelly. I don't really want to open it. I don't have to. Can you make the you have the dock open. Can we make the laptop full screen? And like have
Yes.
like PTSD or something about putting the mouse in that part of the screen?
Yes. Okay, you want the laptop portion, like the
In StreamYard. Let me communicate
in
clearly.
StreamYard.
In
Yes.
StreamYard.
Okay, sure thing. Sure
Can we
thing.
make that full screen
Yep.
so that I can
There you
kind of
go.
see it? Can we go to QLab?
Okay.
So remember how we're probably still going to eventually do the stream members only where I teach you QLab?
Yeah, let me take this out of. Do I press the green to take it out of full screen? Yeah. This part.
I don't
This
think
part.
so.
QLab. It wasn't your desktop wasn't coming up for me. So
Okay.
okay, we're good now. QLab.
We're gonna do like a couple minutes of that right now. So we need to go into the hot queue. So please click the hot queue.
Okay.
And we're already in timeline mode. The problem we have now is the relay. You know what a relay is?
Can you go ahead and tell me what a relay is in this context, where it's running through?
The electronic switch that turns on the squib.
Got it.
That electronic switch controls both the squib and the blood pressure. So it controls the pendant gun and the blood pressure. Right
Okay.
now, it is commanded to turn on the air pressure or the CO2 pendant gun momentarily. So on, off, on, off, on, off. That's what it's programmed to do right now, which is what we want for the CO2 pendant gun. But they are hardwired together such that the blood pump will also be on, off, on, off, on, off. So we need to reprogram it such that the entire thing is on, off.
Okay.
When you look at the timeline, at the bottom half of that screen, what do you see?
This, you mean in this portion, the on off?
Yeah, just observe, relax, just look at like what are you looking at?
The order of events.
Yes. And what is along the x-axis? What does that represent?
The time.
Yes. In what units?
Something quite pretty small. Half of a second.
Yes. Can you tell me about the individual little things in the center there that are at different positions?
The icons here.
Yeah.
Well, that involves that light, which I think was the actuator.
So it's like TX. It's pendant on, rifle
Yes.
off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So those are the triggers that turn
Okay.
those things on and off.
Yes.
What is the first off command that you
The
see
first
moving left to
off
right?
command would be pendant off.
Okay. So that, like I just told you, controls the CO2 pendant gun, but now also the blood pressure for the fake blood.
Okay.
So that off command now needs to go, let's go 5 seconds later than it is right now. Can you zoom out?
Sure. Let's see. I don't know how to zoom out on here.
Can you click it? Or
Hold on. Sorry. Clicked the. There we go.
can you not just
I mean,
use
I
scroll
can
wheel?
just can I just drag it over
Can you not use
if
scroll
it's
wheel?
at 3.5 right now? Oh, here we
Do you
go.
not have
Here now I
scroll wheel?
see. I see. Yep, now I see
There
it.
you go. Okay. So if it's at, I think it'll be at 2 seconds right now, so we would want to drag it to 7 seconds.
Okay, so 3.5. And where would you like for me to take it?
5 seconds later.
Okay.
I think you changed, it shouldn't look like that. No.
Okay. All right. I'll try to put it back where it was.
Can you escape? I don't know what you did.
I
Probably
didn't do,
because of
I
the
don't,
lag.
okay.
Oh boy.
Hold
Can
on.
you
Wait.
control Z?
I did
Can
control
you
Z. I
edit
just did
undo?
control. Yes, I just did control Z.
I don't know what you did. Can you just click on it so it's selected? And now just drag it. It shouldn't make it blue. There we go.
Okay.
Perfect.
So to 8.5. That'll be good enough.
Perfect. So that is the, which cue is that?
That was the pendant off.
Perfect. Now, you remember how the transmitter turns on, 2 seconds later everything happens, and then 2 seconds after that for a total of 4 seconds, that's when the transmitter turns off?
Could you repeat that? It was a little muffled for me.
When does the transmitter turn off?
Oh, let's see right here. For maybe, yeah, like almost 5 seconds.
You know what? We
4.86
actually
maybe.
don't.
I'm not
We
touching
actually
anything.
don't
Oh,
know.
4.7. 4.7. I see it. I see it up there in the queue under the hot queue.
Actually, that's my mistake. We actually don't need to mess with that because that's only for the rifle. So we actually don't need to mess with that. We only needed to mess with the one that you already fixed. So I think we should be good to go. You have successfully reprogrammed QLab, Keli.
Oh my gosh. I was just about to tell the chat to pray for me.
I think we're done. So that just basically all you did was you just lengthened the amount of time that the blood pump will be on.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh. Okay.
So now we can go back into Blender and have PTSD about putting the mouse in the wrong spot.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay.
And
All
then we
right.
can go into the other one.
Let me
I don't
make
need to
it
show
a
you that
full
anymore.
screen. I'm going to make it the full screen.
What are you doing?
I
You
made
did
it
the
full
weird thing
screen.
again.
It's
You did the
okay.
weird
It's how
thing
I do
again.
it. It's how I
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, can I put all of our screens back up
Yes.
regularly? Okay. Here we go.
I'm having PTSD flashbacks right now.
Why? I'm back in here. I just had to
There we go. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Now we can tell everyone to go over to try and prove it. And okay.
Okay, friends. If you have not already joined us in the Try and Prove It stream on YouTube, we would ask that you do that now. If you're watching us on X, that's fine. You can stay put where you are. But I am going to be ending the stream on my end and on Jordan's end in the YouTube sections. So that way we hopefully, fingers crossed, don't risk it all. And we are about to begin. Yeah, I'll type that in the chat. Go to try and prove it for the live stream. All right, I am going to be closing Jordan's YouTube stream and my YouTube stream right now, and we will be continuing this seamlessly on Try and Prove It. It's already rolling.
Okay.
Okay, almost done.
Sorry.
That's okay.